Hi there, my name is Raghu. I'm a real estate agent here in New York City. I also work with Guerrilla Economics on a number of projects. As a realtor, my economist and I started playing around with the lease-to-own mortgage system. I think many people that have worked outside the city looking for a home have heard of a lease-to-own. What we did find is that the lease-to-own system works very much like a car's auto lease system. And here's what we found out about an auto lease. We found out that the auto lease can pay off a loan up to 40% faster than a real estate loan. So if we apply the same principles to real estate, we will find that we have some new alternatives to this real estate crisis. We are taking an already commonly used financing system, so it's actually very simple and affordable. It's not real complicated. It's used every day by millions of drivers from around the world. The first step is also very easy. We simply divide the mortgage into two separate loans. Let's go down here to the spreadsheet. Makes it a little bit easier to follow along. So here, we got that right. There we go. Camera focused nicely. So let's take the example of a $200,000 mortgage, which is today's average. And we have a decent interest rate here for banks. It's paid off over 30 years, and that comes out to about $1,300 a month. 12, 13, about 13 depending on the interest rate. So what we do is we take this, and we will now divide this $200,000 loan into two separate loans. So here we have the first loan for $50,000. Which is, let's see if we can get up there, there we go, which is this 25% to the $200,000 loan, which is $50,000 at 6.6%, paid off over 4 years. That comes out to $1,219, which is about $70 less than what we pay at today's 30-year mortgage. But here's the secret, and there's three huge secrets that just makes this exponentially, more effective than today's 30-year mortgage. So the first is dividing the loan into two. The second is that we now add a down payment of $20,000, which is 10%. So there's the $20,000, which is only 10% of the $200,000 mortgage, but represents 40% of the $50,000 mortgage, and therefore it also cuts the mortgage payment by 50%. So at these prices, we can sell a property in any market. Some property values have fallen by as much as 50%. We can sell these properties too because we are now offering them at their fair market value. And what is that market value? What the rent is. So whatever something can rent for, that's now becoming what the market value is. And with our program, we can actually sell these properties for less than it would cost to buy to rent them. So this 200. So here's now the second part. Once you've paid off the first paid off this loan, this over 4 years at $730, you can either walk away or refinance it again. It works much like a auto lease. Where you finance the first 2 to 4 years, and then if you want, you can pay off the difference, refinance it, or you can walk off and get another house. So this has these advantages will dramatically expand the number of interested and qualified buyers over today's 30-year mortgage. This will also stagger the release of these properties over a 4-year period rather than today's mass foreclosures. So here we've covered the first two steps of this new mortgage system. The first step is to divide the loan into two parts. The second step is to then add a small down payment to the first loan for tremendous mortgage reductions. This takes us to the third and fourth steps. The third step is how and who covers the $200,000, who covers the $20,000 down payment. We're going to go over here. And the fourth step is what and how we pay off this $150,000 loan. Given YouTube's time restrictions, we'll have to do this in our second and third YouTube video presentations. Before we go, we want you to know that this information is available on our website, rupa.org, and we'll also have a link to the spreadsheet. This brings us to the best part, and that's you. This program doesn't require government legislation or even a bailout. Remember, all we're doing is implementing a commonly used routine financing system, the auto lease system, and it's used every day by millions of people around the world. So it's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. People are already familiar with it. We just need to let people know, let the world know, let our government know, let the media know that we now have another option to evaluate our real estate crisis. And that's where you come in. If you like what you've seen here today, just forward this little presentation on to family, friends, banks, realtors, the media, and your local and federal representatives. It'll only take a few thousand emails to get their attention. This doesn't take money, it only takes a little bit of time, and it's just sharing with your friends and family. So if you like what you've heard, put in a good word for us. Thank you for your time and interest, and have a great day. Hopefully we'll see you for part 2, 3, and 4.